Hello, salutations. What it do is start the gamer all father Durag gang no vibes like this crowd. Let's get it. Hello, chat. How's everyone doing? On this fine Sunday, the day of our Lord. What's up, y'all? Dry Hearts, Bluetooth. What's up, Smeppy Gang, Brandon? What it do? D Tankin, what's up, Led? Cap Tay, what it do? What's up, Maximum Venom, Lucky Ray Gun? What's up, Sedonix, Louise, Captain Flint? What's up, Dark Matter? What's up, Cecilia? What it do, Isaiah? Uncle Casual? You clicked on the poll, but you actually left a like because you're Agent of Chaos. That's what I like to see. Definitely support my boy, Uncle Casual Avenger, the oldest man in the business. Exclamation mark casual in the chat. What's up, all my defenders, all my moderators? How y'all doing? Let me blow this up a little bit. Greg, what it do? My man. Just started playing the Avengers again today. Welcome back, Reese. Happy Sunday. What's up, H-Town, Jamario? Got into a argument with someone because they said She-Hulk going to be an Echo character. Well, that person is incorrect. What's up, Cyber? Nice wallpaper. Thank you. I made it myself. I kind of like how it came out. Wasn't too bad. What's up, King Tony? Fun question for you in the chat. It's 2018 Avengers 54. Just ended Thanos 1. What were my thoughts? My thoughts in the theater were actually when I saw Infinity War, I was like, oh wow, this is a fantastic ending. Way to subvert expectations. Even though I knew obviously that all of this was going to be somehow undone because, you know, Marvel. But I was like, oh, this was a perfect way to end the movie. Looking forward to the next Black Panther game. Sir. Happy Sunday, Reese. What up, what up? Best part of being a creator is being creative. Did you just come up with that on a spot, Casual? That is fantastic. Yeah, see Wakanda Forever. Reluctantly, I'm going to see Wakanda Forever. I'm getting less excited to see Avenger stuff in the theater. It's because of just the quality of the MCU. Am I covering Gotham Knights? Yep, I've been covering it. I'm covering it right now. Definitely check out the Gotham Knights section of my channel. It's one of the surprisingly even though it's not Marvel, it's done pretty well. We had a live stream a while ago when they did that Nightwing and Red Hood demo. That was pretty interesting. Do we have any more info on the Black Panther game? Not since Jeff Grubb had his little information. Appreciate the sub, Kage. Welcome to Durag Gang. That's definitely too small. That's what she said. There we go. What's up, Drew? Your internet's out. You're right on time. I'm just chilling, waiting for everybody to come in. Give everyone a chance to file in at their own pace, settle in. And we're just going to have a chat. We're going to have a chat about next week, this coming week. Because Crystal Dynamics, they owe us a development blog. It's about that time. There's going to be a new show on Disney Plus called Ages of Sword. I have not seen any information to corroborate that. I have, however, seen that Secret Invasion is part of the Phase 5 lineup, and Secret Invasion is basically about Sword. and Quake is rumored to be in that. Just be super adaptable quick, so you couldn't even activate your heroic. It'd be like that, making mac and cheese. Ooh, that sounds nice. I'm trying to stay off the carbs though. Trying to stay off the carbs. Got 150 people. Appreciate y'all. But we got 73 likes. Let's get to 100 likes so we can get this started. Less than 30 more likes, and we can get this popping off. You think CD will be quiet about Avengers news for a while? According to Nick, they're about to be very loud. Nick, of course, is the brand guy at Crystal Dynamics. He was going on a holiday for a few days, but we did. He was on Cloning Labs. Is it today? Cloning Labs is not dropping yet. We're still waiting for the next development blog, which is supposed to come out sometime this week, according to CD Nikki. Recently, Gotham Knights developer said he's excited to talk about the villains when they're revealed in a couple of weeks. I'm looking forward to it. Am I getting the Infinity Gauntlet outfit in Assassin's Creed Valhalla? I don't even have Assassin's Creed Valhalla installed on my PS5. I have never played it and probably will not. What to do, Flossie? Yeah, I'm looking forward to Gotham Knights, finding out what the rest of the villains are, for sure, besides Mr. Freeze and Talon. Teased out any news, will we get any news today? Oh yeah, definitely not. That's why I was like, this coming week. Did any developers talk about the game this week? They did. We're going to be talking about it. Am I playing the new Saints Row? So I requested a review copy of it. At the very least, a promo copy for launch. And then I started looking up some stuff about it online, and oof. I wanna try it myself, but oof. I wish it was 4-player. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm looking forward to Suicide Squad more than Gotham Knights, even though I'm excited for both. I like 4 players, but for the type of game Gotham Knights is, 2-player co-op can work. You know, it's a very more grounded game. You know, there's stealth elements. So 2 players makes sense to me. I just wish it was crossplay. Done a lot of research. You think you got an idea of who the villains are for Gotham Knights? So they said there's no Joker. They basically said Harley Quinn. They said they wouldn't confirm or deny Harley Quinn, but which basically means Harley Quinn's in it somehow. We know there's going to be Talon because Court of Owls, and we already saw Mr. Freeze. Will Spider-Man come to Xbox version? Spider-Man is not coming to Marvel's Avengers for any other platform other than PlayStation. But Spider-Man is coming to PC in the form of Insomniac Spider-Man PS5. That is going to be dropping August for the PC. So the PC players will get to experience Insomniac Spider-Man, and we'll get to experience those mods. Is Harley Quinn coming to tomorrow's Avengers? I cannot confirm or deny. 7 more likes and we're at 100, and we get this started. Sony did Xbox dirty by letting Spider-Man be on PC. I mean, it's good business. They're in a console war with each other. Makes sense. What's up, Derek the Simp God? How you doing, my friend? Happy Sunday. Xbox is buying up these studios, and PlayStation is like, okay, well, we're going to try to break into the PC market to expand our player base. Smart. Hoping for around 20 villains in Gotham, 28 more than Avengers. That's a lot of villains. Haven't been able to complete a raid since the last update. I'm sorry to hear that, Scott. Very interested in the new hero and what Sarge's going to like. Me too. Can't wait for that official reveal. Fortunately, so far, Miller, I don't know if he had. I don't think I've asked him if he's seen Winter Soldier. I don't think he has. These players at the end of the day are eating the best, getting games from both Xbox and PlayStation. True. Tony's dad that told his son Spider-Man, go tell his mom which Xbox they're getting a divorce. There way to get past 92% in the reassemble campaign? There is not. People have been asking Crystal Dynamics to fix that one for a while, and still ain't fixed. I bet you Batman isn't dead in Gotham Knights. The developers did actually come out and confirm that Batman is dead in Gotham Knights. What's up, Ability? Has he seen She-Hulk yet? I think yes, he has actually. he has. I'm 100% sure he has, because I asked him if she's thick, and he complimented her hair and said that she's definitely has a distinct body type. It's not like they took Black Widow's character model and made her green. So he's definitely seen She-Hulk. He just won't show it to me. It was hilarious. I kept trying to get him to say she's thick, and he would not take the bait. I was like, all right, fine, keep your secrets. We'll just have to see. If we're going off Jane Foster, then yeah, she's gonna be thick. So Strange and Wanda coming next year. I don't know about Wanda, but I'm confident in Strange. Kenny She-Hulk. Boom, we just hit 117 likes. Thank you, everybody. Let's get this started. Appreciate you for hanging out with me on a Sunday, the day of the Lord's rest. Usually I'm just hanging out watching anime, but I decided to go live last day of July. Shout out to the sponsor, AIM Controllers. Definitely check them out if you're interested in some fantastic custom controllers for your Xbox, your PlayStation. They even got some cool stuff for PC. You can get pretty much any custom design you want. A lot of people really love those Venom controllers, but it's up to you. You can also just modify them if you're a pro gamer looking to get a little edge in Call of Duty or something. They got lifetime warranty. Link in the description. Code Durag. 10% off. Feel like they're going to give She-Hulk Kamala Khan's in big in height. We hold R2 because when she stands beside Hulk, when she's a big in our ultimate, but you just hold R2. I hope the size thing in Avengers is weird because Spider-Man is like freakishly tall. And he's not supposed to be. So the proportions are kind of off just in general. Real hope we get Hydra when Winter Soldier comes out. Appreciate that, Matt. Welcome to Durag Gang. So here's the thing. Basically, they said that CD Nick E a couple weeks ago, and I covered this in Super News. So he said that they were expecting the next development blog to come out either the last week of July, so that's fast, or the first week of August. And the development blog is supposed to cover Cloning Labs, you know, that 2.6 update, and the rest of what they substantially have been working on. I asked Nick if he meant that they're not going to have pretty much anything else, like if the next block is going to cover the rest of the year, but he hasn't gotten back to me about that yet. Maybe he has to run that up the flagpole to get permission to see what he can say, or maybe he just is just going to ignore me. Who knows? But the phrasing made it definitely sound like the next development update we're going to get is going to be a big one and basically cover the rest of 2022. What's up, Elmer Fudd? Hope you're having an excellent weekend. I am. I've been playing a lot of Multiversus. I hope you end up in the game at some point. Spider-Man is like 16 Avengers release. It's weird. Fact. Taskmaster. Yeah, Clone Taskmaster is a giant. It's so funny. So if they're going to cover the rest of the stuff, this should be a pretty big development blog. What's up, Laajune? Mr. Laajune in the building. What you doing on a Sunday? Definitely go follow Laajune if you haven't already. Though I feel like everybody is. This is the GOAT. So if the dev blog is like covering that much stuff, then bare minimum we know it's covering 2.6, which is a Monaco Warzone and cloning labs. But it also has to cover the next playable hero. Possibly 2 playable heroes, if they're planning on doing 2 heroes this year. And according to Miller, they're testing join in progress, and they're still working on patrol mode. So bare minimum, they have to talk about cloning labs, and they have to talk about the next playable hero. And if Miller is right, then the next playable hero is Winter Soldier. And if they're testing join in progress, that means they mentioned join in progress, perhaps, maybe even patrol mode. But there's also another hero, She-Hulk. You know, I don't think they want to delay her out of this year. That would look bad, especially with her show coming out. And according to Miller, they were on pace to have her out by December of last year before they pivoted to Winter Soldier. So Winter Soldier, She-Hulk, cloning labs, join in progress, and then they still have to cover the new villain, which is supposed to be Ultron. And they already told us the next hero is going to tie in with a villain, and we know there's a couple of and Brian Strepp said there's going to be a couple updates. So if they're going to cover a lot, this could be a pretty substantial blog. But if they're going to cover the next 2 updates, then we're looking at cloning labs, the next playable hero, and a new villain potentially. So cloning labs, maybe, depending on where join in progress is. If they're still testing join in progress, that's probably later in the year. So maybe scratch that out. So cloning labs, Winter Soldier, and Ultron, because Ultron is supposed to be coming this year as a villain. She-Hulk will not be a clone. That is correct. She-Hulk is very different. She will have a different character model, obviously, but she has a completely different fighting style, very different movement style. Appreciate that sub, the originals. Welcome to Durag Gang. She's agile. You know, if you've seen her in, you know, other animated stuff, you've seen her in other games, you've seen her in the comics. You know, She-Hulk fights very differently from Hulk. You know, she's, you know, quicker, more agile, does a lot of grappling and wrestling. She's very different fighting style. So it'll be interesting to see how they work that in. The Perfectionist. Thank you for accepting your friend request. No problem. You like both, but you think you want Winter Soldier a little more. Yeah, I want She-Hulk for the thickness, but pure gameplay wise, I'm more interested in Winter Soldier. Simply because I know that Winter Soldier is going to fit perfectly into the game in terms of combat. I don't know how they're going to incorporate She-Hulk especially if they're going to do all this weird grappling mechanics and stuff. I don't know how that's going to work, especially in boss encounters. But I know if you give Winter Soldier a rifle, bare minimum, I know I can just make a Valor precision build and just melt bosses. Did people even read comics? Y'all get Jane to think every character coming gonna be Echo character. They do not. They do not, for sure. To be fair, a lot of people don't read comics. The comic industry is down tremendous right now. Is this real or fan art? This is art that I made for this specific stream. So I needed a background image for basically a wallpaper to do my just chat and stuff. What's up, Flip? Definitely slow down with the highs, please. Did you fall asleep on your keyboard, my friend? So take it easy, my friend. Take it easy. have a seat, boy. Relax. I'm not playing the game right now, so I'm on it. Holy indeed. Shout out to Laajune. What's up, Michael? He had an ability with his arm. Yeah, I'm interested to see how they're going to work in his arm. So, Winter Soldier's arm, obviously, I think they have to involve his arm in the power attack, in my opinion. I think that's a no-brainer. I think he should definitely have a power attack where his arm breaks block. You know, that could be really good, particularly against like enemies like stiletto bots and super adaptoids. He started the holy way. It sounds like a religion, but yes, he has. Holy. I was watching Hyler's Twitch, and he was just like, holy. I was crying. I was crying up. La holy. Holy in the building. So Laajune, as an Illuminati member, I know Crystal Dynamics doesn't tell you anything until the last minute. But what are your expectations for the development blog? Outside of Cloning Labs, do you think they're just going to do the next hero, or do you think they're going to throw in a little extra, or do you think there's going to be a little more than just the hero? You also keep the gorilla. Thank you, Matt. You're awesome. Appreciate it. You don't care for Jane Fister? Wow. Perfect typo. Still haven't leveled up. Just imagine Bucky gets the Captain America Winter Soldier skin. Has a mask, that'll be fire. Indeed. So Spider-Man. Heroes for sure. You'd be surprised to talk about a hero. Oh, Laajune's always he's always taking the low end. He's like new hero. I think we're just cloning. he's like just Cloning Lab. His expectations are low. He said literally just Cloning Lab. Welcome all new people. Appreciate you hanging out. Just chatting about what to expect from the next development blog, which is supposed to be coming this week. Do you think we're getting Doctor Strange? Yes. Falcon? I don't know. Hope Winter Soldier's elevator animation is him punching the console. Yeah, because he's not exactly a hacker. And yeah, so I feel like it'd be a waste of opportunity if he just doesn't punch it. What up? Just found you and really been enjoying your content. Keep it up. Thank you. Welcome. Do you think we'll ever get Ned? I think we're going to get a Ned expansion. We're going to get Ned as Mephisto as an expansion. It's going to be bigger than Taken King, bigger than Witch Queen. Legion's motto, expect disappointment. You'll never get disappointed. True. Your AC sucks at promoting and releasing stuff. Hopefully the vlog is fire. Sick and tired of fighting the same enemies over and over again. This game needs completing the enemies from low level all the way up to the big bosses, for sure. Visual are going to have more weapons other than guns. I assume so. The only thing I know from Miller is that he's going to have a rifle that's customizable, so rifle / grenade launcher. I wouldn't be surprised if he has grenades. Winter Soldier has had grenades in other games that he's appeared in. Obviously, he's going to have the arm. The expectations of shots is worth for Conda. As they should be. That was definitely not an expansion. That would take up half the screen. But as you should. Shock is going to be different. It'd be very stupid for C to give She-Hulk the same stuff as Hulk. Exactly. It'd be cool if they released them both at the same time. That's the thing that makes more sense to me than not having She-Hulk in the game for her show. Obviously, that's definitely something CD would do, since they are really bad at marketing sometimes. Do you think they're getting a new villain? Will come with storyline, cutscenes. So they did confirm that they're not doing the whole operation thing anymore in terms of expensive, 2 hours, bunch of cutscenes, all that stuff. When it's just basically single player story content. But they did still say expect some story stuff. So I'd say going forward, expect stuff like Monica, how they did Beating the Odds. It's a multiplayer villain sector. There's a couple of cutscenes. It tells a story. I think it'll be more clear with the Cloning Labs update. What's up, Tony? Is Red Room coming back? All the events are coming back. They unfortunately, they rotate every 2 weeks, but they haven't added any new events. So we're getting the same ones every week. Every 2 weeks. They're all just going to keep rotating back. What is up with my Nightbot? Why is my Nightbot super late? Sebastian 06, welcome to Durag gang. Let me see something. Oh, it looks like 23%, according to the poll, don't know what love is. I hope you find it. To the rest of you, thank you for smashing that like button. There we go. Anybody playing Midnight Suns? I'm definitely looking to give it a try. The production value is pretty amazing. Love your content, new Avengers players, now sub to your channel. Appreciate you, Harry. Welcome. This is our second Harry, at least. Do you by any chance love the Incredible Hulk, Harry? Because our other Harry is obsessed with the Incredible Hulk. Next event, Corrupted Vibranium. Next event is supposed to be the Tachyon Anomaly, if they're going in order. So for those of you that are looking for that Tachyon Surge gear, it's time to start farming again. Is Widow currently triple SP? Yep. I don't know how effective it is, but it seemed okay. Am I playing Multiversus? I'm playing a lot of Multiversus, yes. Summer Widow, Thor, She-Hulk in one team. Thunder, Thus activate. Yeah, we have a new shipment skin due this week. I wonder if they're going to put Thordis in there or what are they doing? Morbid time. Peak versus. I was playing Multiversus with the Discord yesterday. Aqua gets so toxic when he plays fighting games. It's unbelievable. But I've been definitely grinding it out. Morbius about to be in shipments. Appreciate you all coming through. I'm just chatting, and we got almost 300 people in here. Holy. Appreciate the support. Also, this is technically the last day of the monthly tip goal. So if you can help a brother out, I would appreciate it if we can hit that cap. Help me pay some bills this month. And users to win the OLT MODOK dropping. So it's expected this week. Nick at Crystal Dynamics said that he expected it to be the last week of July or the first week of August. And I talked to Bob Duck and Weave, and he said he was surprised it didn't come this week. But I talked to Miller, and he said he was expecting it next week. So the last time, I believe the last couple of times, it kind of been all over the place with the development blogs. They've dropped them before on a Wednesday. They've dropped them before, I think, on a Thursday. They've definitely dropped them on Friday before. So I'd say starting Wednesday, or I think even Tuesday, they've dropped a blog before. So starting Tuesday, I'd be on the lookout for development blogs. Smack Superman Bugs Bunny earlier felt immeasurable joy. Bro, I feel the exact same way whenever I smack LeBron James. I do not like LeBron James at all.
Through the rules, I have money.
Decoy, appreciate that 420. Smoke up. Thank you for the tip, my friend. I'm especially loving Superman. I started out on Finn, but throwing people off the map with Superman is so incredibly satisfying, especially if I'm throwing LeBron James. I hate LeBron. Team Jordan all the way. Whenever I can trash a LeBron main, I celebrate. I feel so good when I do it. We're strong too. She's pretty good. You, Bob, and Laajune. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's definitely, don't forget, there's definitely some great creators. We got me, Bob, Laajune, Casual Avenger, Slight Stardust, Man with the Ego, Johnny Rocker. Well, he hasn't done Avengers in a while, but there's some great people. Doom Killer. There's a lot of great creators holding it down in this community. I'm just happy to be a part of it. Valor should increase 175 to 200. That's what I also want to know. So you have to be 175 to play the OLT. So I'm wondering if they're going to have an elite version that's 185 and just keep the power level where it is, or if they're going to raise it to 200. I know that they said they're going to raise the power level cap. I don't know if they're going to do it as soon as Cloning Labs, but they are going to raise it. They said they are going to raise it, and I would expect it to go up to 200. They should add Ghost Rider or Human Torch. Well, you can't add Torch without the full Fantastic Four, but I would love Ghost Rider. You gave me talk about we basically been talking about Avengers, but randomly we'll pop in with Multiversus. A lot of fun. I actually played it for the first time on stream. a couple of days ago. Had a lot of fun, and I've just been obsessed with it ever since. So I actually would not be surprised if Cloning Labs doesn't come out in August. To be honest, especially since they didn't have any info at all for the entire month of July. I wouldn't be surprised if Cloning Labs comes out for the anniversary of the game, the 2-year anniversary. It's going to be officially in September. I wouldn't be surprised if it came then. Your Jane is only 154. Just keep grinding. My Jane is 166 right now. 5x Sadot collab. It can happen. Was my favorite mission to play in Avengers? I don't actually have one. To be honest, I'm like very burnt out on the missions. So I've been playing pretty much the same ones for a very long time. But the best missions in Avengers are like in the campaign, you know, the really good set pieces. But unfortunately, you can't play them again unless you play the whole thing. They really should have added chapter select when they allowed you the ability to replay the campaign, because I don't want to do the whole thing all over again just to get to one particular thing. Would you ever start an OnlyFans? I already have one. It's for my feet. The real ones already know. They need to reduce the amount of damage all enemies deal to players. No, they actually need to do the exact opposite. They need to, and I heard they're going to balance out player damage, because there has to be a balance they strike. And I hear that they're going to go more mechanic based. We saw that with kind of with the claw raid, where you need to have, you know, vibranium to maximize your damage. There are different phases. Because as long as you have, you know, resolve and resilience and use your characters well, enemy damage really isn't a big deal at all. And once your build is like, you know, end game optimized, you're just melting everything. They definitely got to figure out the difficulty, because it's way too easy once you get to the end game. Yeah, Yardrat is always asking for don't see Sas's crusty feet. Joke's on you. My feet picks are very lucrative. I also need to fix melee and collision. Yep, Alex said he's still working on that melee overhaul, and I talked to him directly about enemy interaction, especially with, you know, all the passive shields, enemies not being staggered enough, and he definitely agrees. Sentry win? I don't think they're going to add Sentry, and the reason why is because Avengers seems to not only be trying to cross promote with the MCU, but also, well, mainly they're trying to do that, but also trying to go with more recognizable characters that also are going to be relatively straightforward to program their kits. Adam Warlock, maybe. Enemies still spawning outside the map for you? And using MCU Jane? So far, no. Still no MCU. At this point, don't expect MCU Jane. Don't expect it. Just add a Homelander. Facts. Nick also said something interesting, and I covered this on Super News yesterday. He said there are certain skins that they don't have access to, which I thought was very interesting. Am I doing reaction to the first 16-minute gameplay for Gotham Knights? I don't think I did anything when they first revealed Gotham Knights, but I did a live stream when they dropped the demo for Nightwing and Red Hood, and I posted some gameplay footage. Also did a reading of the Q&A, so definitely check that out. Quasar, probably not. You want to see Hyperion, Observer Man, Titanium Man, Crossbones Leader. Villain wise, there may be some flexibility, but hero wise, they seem to be targeting heroes that they think will pop up in the MCU. That seems to be where, like, they specifically made Jane because of Love and Thunder. And they made Kamala and Kate, and they added Hawkeye. That, you know, all the characters they've added, you know, are in the MCU or about to be. Kamala, they added her before knowing she was going to be in the MCU. Same with Kate Bishop. They added Hawkeye, who's already MCU. They added Spider-Man, MCU, Black Panther, MCU, Jane Foster, new movie. She-Hulk, MCU. Winter Soldier, MCU. Captain Marvel, MCU. So Doctor Strange, I think, is definitely coming, but he's also MCU. And if you looked at the data mine list, we saw Vision, we saw Ant-Man, we saw the Wasp, all MCU characters that happen to be, you know, relatively popular comic book characters. So it seems that they definitely have that in mind. If just going on that original data mine list, Quake was even on there because they wanted originally to have a lot more Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. characters, but then they pulled back all that once it looked like the MCU was just done with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But now that Quake looks like she might come back to the MCU officially, maybe Quake will still be on the table. Happy Sunday, X. Appreciate you. They target MCU characters. Can we expect Punisher and Moon Knight? So they missed the boat on Moon Knight, and he wasn't in the original data mine. They could always still add characters that weren't originally data mined. That's what happened with Jane Foster. Punisher, I don't see that. Daredevil, maybe, because he's getting a lot of push in the MCU, but definitely not in like the next year. Like, I think in the next year, like if you look at next year, the Marvel stuff that's lined up, you know, you got the Marvels, so you should be looking at Captain Marvel, you know, Ant-Man, Wasp, Quantumania, maybe they do Ant-Man, maybe they do Wasp, War Machine, maybe he's popping up in Secret Invasion, you know, Doctor Strange. What you're saying is there may be a Fantastic Four character. I don't think they're going to do Fantastic Four, personally. We could definitely see Ironheart. Duran B, appreciate that. Welcome to Durag. In fact, Ironheart was actually something that I thought might drop this year if they were going to squeeze in another Echo character, because she's going to be in Wakanda forever. And they basically did the same thing with Jane Foster. Brian basically said that they're at a point where they can do heroes in 4 to 6 months. So 4 to 6 months, Jane Foster, if they, assuming they made that process a little more optimal, maybe 4 months now for another Echo. So presumably they could do Ironheart. There are already some assets in the game that they haven't used for Iron Man. There are assets they haven't used for War Machine. That would be pretty easy for them to get out there, I would say. Luke Cage, nah, I don't see Luke Cage, nah. They're looking at characters who were Avengers. Their strategy seems to be add characters, add playable heroes who were at some point Avengers, but aren't connected to a big team already. They're in the MCU or going to be in the MCU. Hoping for Daredevil. Cloak and Dagger be possible. I don't see that happening. Unless Cloak and Dagger gets brought back. even then, that would be way further down the line. What would they do with Ironheart? They basically, I mean, she'd be an Iron Man Echo character, so they would just give her. They would probably, you know, use some stuff for Iron Man in terms of assets that they haven't used. They have a bunch of hero assets and moves that they haven't used. They're just lying around, and they could, you know, bring something out from the comics as well. Kind of like basically what they did with Jane. But I would expect her to be more different than Iron Man than Jane was with Thor. Our feature fight all over 100 heroes. That's mobile. That is mobile. Mobile is indeed very different. Want Quicksilver? I definitely want Quicksilver. I want speedsters in general. Silver Surfer. He's been you know, hero. He's clashed with the heroes. We would much more likely see Silver as a villain than Avenger, as a villain than a hero, because he's not really known as being an Avenger. He's mainly known as a herald of Galactus. Think former or current Avengers. Yo, is Bucky now? Bucky now. What's up, Ronnie? Should be more Marvel villains than heroes. Yeah, in terms of the difficulty of producing villains versus heroes, I could definitely see that. Quick was part of the elite list. She was. Everyone here to short like button, indeed. But like Moon Knight or Vision, maybe Wonder Man. What'd you miss? We're just chatting. Shed Ben 10. Chris Crossbones was the mini rape. I still don't believe they just used they just brought Crossbones in for that what for those Wakanda campaign missions, and we never saw him again. That's crazy to me. This is impressed they're still continuing development, haven't moved on. Yeah, this is a stubborn game. Doesn't want to die. Do you think anyone will cameo in the Black Panther solo game? You mean in terms of characters that aren't part of Wakanda? You mean other Marvel heroes? I think it'll probably be mainly just a Black Panther adventure. Maybe there's an outside chance. Actually, no, 'cause we still don't know if T'Challa is dead or his father. We just heard all we know from Jeff Grubb is that we're playing a character that's going to take over the new mantle of Black Panther. So maybe, depending on what continuity they're using, maybe there's an outside chance that Storm, you know, as T'Challa's wife, makes an appearance. But I would think it's mainly going to be a Wakanda adventure. Black Panther game turn-based. Nah. No, he said single player open world action RPG. What about Echo? Ugh. You only could play it with Multiversus, the $15 Hollywood Bugskin. Yeah, I'm loving Multiversus, the gameplay, but their monetization is atrocious. So I like that you can grind and basically buy the characters, but yeah, I'm definitely not dropping money on them. I'm not spending. I have spent no money so far. I'm just gonna grind gold and just chill. They going crazy with that monetization. I ain't with that. They need to actually allow you to earn more gold. This is kind of crazy, especially if they're adding a bunch of new characters. This game is dead, and yet you're here. Why are you here? Why are you in the chat of a dead game? It's weird. Stop it. Get some help. Fall Guys stingy too? Exactly. Grinding for Iron Giant currently. I'm at like 3K gold. I have enough for Shaggy. He's only like 1500. But if I want Arya Stark, she's 3K. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm kind of just going to save my gold. I'm just trying to stack up as much gold as possible and wait for like the new characters to drop. Captain Marvel comes out, would there be a Marvel skin? I would doubt it. But when Captain Marvel comes out, I know they're going to have her iconic outfit, which we saw in the poster in the game. The same with her classic black and gold Miss Marvel outfit. I think she'll have an MCU skin. You play Multiversus. You get back. We'll see the next time I stream Multiversus. Rick and Morty finna bring in a lot of players for sure. Yeah, I saw they got a lot of people. They got I saw the full data mine list. I saw like they're adding Rick and Morty. They got Rick and Morty, Black Adam. Got a bunch of interesting characters dropping. Raven. I saw 11 from Stranger Things. Yeah, Shaggy free. Then when the servers went down, he was 1500. Shaggy is so annoying to fight against. People literally just spamming that same kick over and over again. Wait for Godzilla effect. Then Captain Marvel comes out. So, from my understanding, Captain Marvel is like the bare minimum. Like unless something crazy happens while we're waiting for the Embracer deal to close, at the very least, they've been given the green light to make content up to Captain Marvel. So if they impress the Embracer group on the path to Captain Marvel and with the Captain Marvel update, then we should definitely expect more development and stuff going forward. Because I just saw Embracer Group has a ton of money. They brought in a bunch of new money. They've been doing really well, and they're looking to spend with their Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal acquisitions, Autumn acquisitions. They're looking to develop, more Tomb Raider, Legacy of Kain. So there's definitely money for Avengers if they can get their stuff together. Can't add Marvel characters Multiversus. Yeah, it looks like Multiversus is basically just games that just characters and IPs that are under Warner Brothers. You love playing Shaggy, but you don't fan the special. You're one of the only ones. The game starts and Godzilla steps on you. Game over. Bracer got too much money. Back. That reminds me of the one. If you ever played the One Punch Man game, A Hero Nobody Knows. It's pretty funny. Saitama is a playable character. It's a kind of bad open world RPG. That's also a fighting game. But Saitama is one of the characters, and he is accurate. So like if Saitama hits you once, you just die. And you can't really do damage to Saitama, but they make it so that if you have him on your team, there's like a timer, and he's running to the battlefield, So the strategy is basically to not die until Saitama gets to the battlefield, and then you win once he hits the battlefield. Because as soon as he hits someone once, it's over. That game is trash. Still have it. Yeah, it is. I was very disappointed, but I still played it. I still finished the story and everything, and I was playing around with it. But yeah, Superman is your main. I've been playing a lot more Superman lately. Crossplay Avengers will work. You don't think it would work because of Spider-Man? It's not because of Spider-Man. The main reason why crossplay isn't a thing is because, for one, they didn't make crossplay originally, and it's very difficult under the best of circumstances to add crossplay to a game after it's already been shipped. The other reason, as Brian outlined, is that it is very, very expensive. They have talked to a consulting group who specializes in adding crossplay, and he said it's basically extremely expensive and very risky at this stage. So crossplay in Avengers is not something you should count on. Slayers on the side time is a field effect. What was the Superman announcement? I haven't heard any. Gotham Knights showing 16 minutes of gameplay on IGN tomorrow. Oh, nice. I'll check that out. I'll catch that live. They got a game called Bleak Fave coming out and looks sick. What kind of game is it? Romano? We're just talking about the development update. We're expecting it to come this week. And I'm expecting it to at least have Cloning Labs release date and the next playable hero. It took Overwatch about 4 or 5 years to add crossplay, and they had that Blizzard money. True. Put my main in Gotham Knights, Robin. Looks like a looter open world single player RPG. There's a lot of those running. There's a lot of those out there. There was that other game. I forgot what it's called. It looked like that. It looked like a open world shooter. Had a really good trailer. Then I never heard anything about it since. Gotham Knights showing a lot more gameplay now. Getting you excited. Yeah. As I expected, we're getting it's August tomorrow, and the game drops in October. Yeah, so far, I'm most impressed by Batgirl and Robin, which was pretty much my stance going forward from the jump. I was like, oh yeah, I've already played Nightwing. I'm not that interested in Red Hood. So I was mainly interested in Robin, especially when I saw you can teleport, and Batgirl. And they look really good. Alien Fire Team's kind of dead, and they're adding crossplay later this year. Even though Red Hood looks rough as hell, you go and main him. I understand. Looks like Shadow Mortar Assassin's Creed had a kid. Huh. Guess you haven't heard anyone main in Nightwing. I've definitely seen some Nightwing stands running around. Marvel's Avengers is alive and well. You believe it. In it, you invest your money in it. You know you're not the only one that sees potential in the game. Salute Sadot, Miller, Laajune, Doom, Casual. You go, perfectionist. Just lost 270 to the Jane Foster MCU hot toy. Holy. That's a lot of bread. Them hot toys were looking good, but I don't know about that. Bagger Robert definitely your mains for sure. Wish the game had Damian Wayne so you could be slicing people up. Maybe in a DLC. Wolverine looks good. Has an old man Logan feel to it. Yeah, it's a shame that the game is pretty far out, but I definitely can't wait for the next teaser. So I think 2.6 will just have cloning labs. Most likely, we'll just have cloning labs in the war zone. I don't think a hero is dropping with cloning labs, but it should. God, but Suicide Squad game, that is my most anticipated game going into next year. I think that game is going to be really good. You got it. They gave me what I asked for. I've just been always asking, give me an action game, give me an open world action game with a speedster. And Suicide Squad, listen, they gave me Captain Boomerang with the Speed Force. I'm going crazy. What exactly is Cloning Labs? It is an Omega level threat. It was supposed to come out September of 2020, and it got delayed. And pretty much we thought it was canceled, but they reworked it so that MODOK is the final boss instead of Abomination. And you will have to be power level 175 in order to complete it, in order to just participate in it. Okay, this game called Bleak Faith looks like a FromSoft game. I'm about to check it out. Bleak Faith. Does it come out relatively soon? Because Forspoken is basically delayed until next year, so running along games. This literally looks like Elden Ring. This game literally looks like Elden Ring. Is the cap going beyond 175? So far, we have no confirmation on that. We don't know if they're going to raise the power level cap. We just know that in order to play the OLT, you have to be 175. Crossbones of Midget Tees. I know they're raising the cap. I just don't know when they're raising it. Pretty excited for a delay spoken. That's fair. That's fair. It has been delayed. This is this third delay. Oh man. I still want to play it. Have the best Elden Ring character. Imagine playing Elden Ring. Then we better not be dead for real. Gotham Knights. They said he's dead. I don't know if by dead they mean he's been let's say erased of his identity, but they said he is definitely dead. Raising the cap? Yep, they said earlier, they said a couple months ago they're going to raise the power level cap. Am I playing God of War Ragnarok? Maybe. Is Cyberpunk still going? I think so. Forspoken delayed again. Yeah, it got delayed out of October straight into 2023. So see, Roxy said the same thing for Arkham Knight, saying he wasn't Red Hood, but he was. Yeah. Yeah, so far they said that Batman is dead for sure, but knowing what I know about the Court of Owls storyline, maybe not, actually. They did say the Joker is definitely not in this, but they would not confirm or deny Harley Quinn. A new Captain America skin. Yeah, it's been a while since Cap got a new skin. Maybe they'll add him to the summer skin rotation. Batman is dead equals on vacation. I mean, they're not going to tell us Batman's live. Of course. But yeah, going off the Court of Owls storyline, I think we can assume Batman will show up at some point in some form. Playing Arkham Knight before Gotham Knights. I could do that. Maybe at the start of October, because I can download it for free with PlayStation Plus. So maybe at the start of October, I don't know, depending on if I have the time, because I might be playing Midnight Suns, so we'll see. We'll see how long it takes me. It should be able to it should be something I should bang out in a couple streams. All you want is all you want in Avengers is Black Widow's classic comic. You that you'll die at me. Simple man, I like it. Midnight Suns is turn-based. I am aware, as pretty much all of us are by now. It was definitely a surprise for people initially when they found out, but I feel like people have basically gotten used to it. Either it's not for you, or you're super excited to try it because you love these type of games, or you're somewhere in the middle where you're not sure, but you're willing to give it a try because of the high production value. Midnight Suns is a booty game. Have you played it yet? I don't think you have. I know some creators have played it, and I don't think you're one of the creators that they gave it too early. Because Batwoman or Batwing isn't in Gotham Knights. I mean, you have Batgirl, so. If they could fix the game-breaking bugs in the game, you could die happy. There you go. Marvel game this turn-based is not for you? Yeah. And I know a bunch of people who are excited knowing that it's turn-based. Some people are just like, yeah, I'll give it a shot because it looks so cool. Midnight Suns better than Snap. I never tried Snap, and thanks to that whole monetization fiasco, I'm never going to. But the people that I heard that played Snap, they said they liked it a lot. Yeah, but once a developer, especially for a mobile game, once they go full mobile game, I'm like, nope, no thank you. Doctor Strange gameplay did look good, especially when we put out the Suns. Cracks were look amazing. That's what's going to draw people in. Even if it's turn-based and strategy-based, the production value is so crazy. Like when they do their specials, it looks incredible. It's patrol mode, just map roaming. Essentially, it's map roaming. You're in a particular map, and enemies will continuously spawn. So there's no hard objective. You can basically stay there as long as you want. Enemies will keep spawning. There will be, rewards and stuff you can pick up. The patrol mode in Destiny is obviously going to be way better than what Avengers is going to be able to do, but that's essentially the idea. Especially if they make me a next maker, I'll definitely give Midnight Suns an honest look because the production value was so high. And it's not like I hate turn-based games. I used to be a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player, so I don't personally have anything against turn-based card games in particular. I was just hoping Midnight Suns, when I first heard about it, was going to be an straightforward action RPG, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Funny how all these games are getting delayed. It's the world we live in. When will I be carrying people in raids again? Maybe sometime next week. But I would consider going old school and playing MUA 1 or 2. Yeah, actually, it depends on, because I don't play on PC or anything, so it depends on what I'm able to access on my PS5. Like I played some DC Universe Online. I might even stream that, because I could easily get that on PS5. Better get more Hogwarts Legacy gameplay? Oh, definitely. Peter Oden and others are talking like they've already tried joining progress on Twitter. Were they? Yeah, a new game coming out, Soulframe. They should have did New York as the patrol mode map, not the wasteland. 100% agree. Especially since when they patrol mode was a fan requested feature that they developed, and most of the players that were requesting it were doing it because they played patrol mode in Marvel Heroes. So I don't know why they decided to stick it in the wastelands instead of putting it in the Eastern Seaboard. Your competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Layer 2, a deck you used to play. So the last time I played Yu-Gi-Oh, I was big into Duel Links, and I played in tournaments as well. Did pretty well. I think I left Duel Links definitely before Burning Abyss and Shadal came out, which kind of sucks because when I played when I played IRL Yu-Gi-Oh, I was a big fan of the Burning Abyss deck. I forget where exactly I left off. Oh yeah, I think I left during the lolly format. when those decks are running around. I think that's the last format I was in for Duel Links. So Damien, we're just chilling, talking about the update, what we expect next week. Hope the guy patrol mode is good. I think if your expectations are high, you're going to be very disappointed. I'm gonna keep it a buck, because it's not going to be on the level of Destiny 2. It's not going to be like Manhattan Patrol. The best thing about it is going to be joining progress. If they can add joining progress to other aspects of the game, I think that's going to be the biggest takeaway. Play both IRL, Master Duel, and Duel Links. I was going to play Master Duel, but then I was like, you know what? I can't let myself get sucked into Yu-Gi-Oh again, because it is very much a pay to win. A lot of the formats end up being pay to win, and it just sucks you into it. You end up spending all this money on packs, just giving money all your paychecks. I was like, I can't do Yu-Gi-Oh right now. So I played a couple tutorial duels of Master Duel. I saw the format, all the card pools. I was like, you know what? I'm uninstalling. I'm not getting sucked into this. Predict for overshield enemies spawning once every 2 minutes. Yeah, that actually checks out. Don't forget Taskmaster. Appreciate that sub, King T'Challa. Welcome to Durag Gang. Avenger just needs a boss gauntlet and a horde. Horde, definitely. Horde mode should have been here. I was almost ready to punch a wall when they were doing that interview with Phil, and this was after Wakanda came out, and the Horde mode prediction from Miller didn't turn out to just be a drop zone in a campaign mission, and people were talking about how disappointed they were that there was no Horde mode with War for Wakanda, and I think Phil said something like, well, if Horde mode is something people really actually want, then we can definitely look into it. I'm like, bro, people want Horde mode. I know you saw all the messages. He saw all the tweets. We wanted Horde mode. Just add Horde mode. What are we doing? Hope we get an X-Men game soon. I know there's at least one in development. I don't know when it's going to be revealed though. I think Spider-Man 2 may touch the story and have the symbiotes get on Miles. That could definitely happen. I mean, his attacks are already called Venom. If you remember the Miles Morales game. What's Horde mode? It's endless. It's fighting waves of enemies of increasing difficulty. Can't forget the beekeepers. Web of Shadows is the best Spider-Man game other than Spider-Man PS4. Yeah, I saw Laajune was playing Web of Shadows. Definitely gonna need that horror mode. I gotta see what. I definitely would love to go back and look at some older Marvel games. Let me see what I could get in the PlayStation Store. Let me see what Marvel games are actually available. Got to admit, Midnight Suns visuals are very spot on, but the turn-based is not for you. Yep, I definitely feel it. Love X-Men Destiny. Bro, I played that game so much back in the day. That game, I feel like there's so much potential in that type of game. Creating your own X-Men character, you know, create your own mutant, playing through a story that, you know, shapes the narrative is shaped by your decisions. You can either end up being on the side of the X-Men or the Brotherhood. I think that concept on current gen hardware could be amazing if done right. Let's see, what Marvel games can I actually get on my PS? Ultimate Spider-Man is a very awesome game. Play Midnight Suns. What's your team of heroes going to be? I have no idea. Other than that, Doctor Strange is going to be obviously on my roster because Doctor Strange is awesome. And Wolverine. You say a game has microtransactions with people. Appreciate the sub, Bobby. Welcome to our gang. With people, they could pay to win. Skins don't help you progress, though. Yeah, pay to win is specifically refers to games that have PvP and microtransactions that influence the PvP. Just having microtransactions by itself does not make a game pay to win. If money is required or can help you progress your character and or benefit you in combat, that is pay to win. Avengers, just cosmetic right now. Doctor Strange design. Spider-Man first year looks cool. Yeah, I'll check it out when it comes on Disney Plus. I'm more excited for the animated stuff on Disney Plus than any of the live action stuff. What skins you want to see for Bucky? I just want to see Bucky. I'm like kind of done with skins just in general. I don't want to promote the skins anymore. Really, I just want content. The only thing I want for Bucky is him actually in the game with content. Skin wise, I'll rock out with his iconic outfit, and I'll unlock some stuff on his challenge card. But I'm mainly just looking forward to the gameplay, the content. I'm sure they'll have MCU skins, or at least one MCU skin for him, and some comic looks. Wolverine will be really fun in Avengers for sure. Too good of old Marvel games. Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 were great. You replay the story over and over again, not get bored. Think Bucky would be like Black Widow, just like Thor might Thor. Bucky, as I went on a rant about this a while ago. Bucky is a completely different character in every way, shape, or form from Captain America and Black Widow. I don't understand why people think he's going to be an Echo character. They are completely different in every way. The only thing he has in common with Captain America is that they're both soldiers and they've had some variation of super soldier serum. Their weapons, their fighting style, especially between Black Widow, I don't understand that comparison at all. They're literally, you could not get any more different between Winter Soldier and Black Widow. Wolverine range attack with him being throwing himself with his claws at someone. Or slicing the air, you know, that thing where you slice the air and somehow the air just catches, just becomes sharp wind. Did Brian Mary say no X-Men characters? Pretty much. He pretty much said no Wolverine because he's more of an X-Men character. Yeah, he pretty much said no Wolverine. He didn't rule out the possibility of a speedster, but he did pretty much rule out Wolverine. Winter Soldier movie outfit should be his first MCU outfit. Captain with the hot takes. He's more of aggressive fighter than Captain America and has better guns than Widow. Comic guns are easy, better, and they have more identity. When do you think Bucky will release? In the next few months. Anyone who says that Cap and Winter Soldier are the same obviously doesn't know what they're talking about. Do you think he will be revealed next week? If what CD Nikki said is true, then yes. Either him or She-Hulk. But if they're going to show Cloning Labs and what comes after Cloning Labs, it would be, he said directly what else they're substantially working on. So that would be cloning. So that would be after Cloning Labs. That would have to be a playable hero. So if Miller, if his intel is correct, then Winter Soldier. Is the stream over? According to my OBS and YouTube, the stream is still going on. YouTube says the connection is excellent. OBS says I don't have any drop frames. But I will wrap this up relatively soon, and then we'll transition to a video that I have coming out. If you want to check that out, I'd appreciate it. I'm looking at the PlayStation Store right now, and I'm seeing what we have available for older Marvel games. Have I played the Deadpool game? Oh, back in the day, yeah. Did the Winter Soldier character model leak? As far as I know, no. Let's see, Lego Marvel Superheroes, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, Marvel Puzzle Quest. See, do they have Ultimate Alliance in here? I don't know if I want to mess with the Lego Marvel games. Marvel vs. Capcom. It doesn't look like I'm going to be rocking out with that on my PlayStation 5. Is Deadpool in the PlayStation Store? Let's see. Nope. And no Web of Shadows. You excited for Plague Tale Requiem? No Ultimate Alliance games, lost license. Yep. Lego Marvel goated. If you guys want to see Lego Marvel superheroes, we could do that. That's what I have access to in the PlayStation Store. Lego Marvel superheroes, and of course I can play. I could do Lego Marvel superheroes. I could do obviously Spider-Man PS5. I could do Arkham Knight, obviously, when we get closer to Batman. Lego Marvel Superheroes 1. First one's the best. Second one is meh. Alright. Let me see how much it is. Lego Marvel. And it's $20 for Lego, the first Lego Marvel superheroes. Any Avengers news? Not yet. We're expecting the next update to be this week. Do I have a PS3 or a PS2? I do not. Lego Marvel made, yeah, fun times. He platinum Lego Marvel Superheroes 1 last year. They actually get 3 for like $12 right now. I gotta find that because I'm in the store right now. It's $20 for Lego Marvel's Avengers and Lego Marvel Superheroes. Those will sell out for 10. Get the collection of Sheever. I'll look for it. If I spot it, I'll consider picking it up. Assuming you guys are going to actually watch it if I play it. Appreciate the sub, Andrew. Welcome to Durag Gang. And if you want to donate towards it, that would be appreciated too. But as long as you show up to the stream, I'll check it out. Because the Lego games do be fun. I had a lot of fun with Lego Star Wars, so I imagine Lego Marvel Superheroes would be awesome as well. Never been a fan of Winter Soldier. Him and Punisher never felt like Avenger levels to you. And she made his character more. Lego's the GOAT. Lego Marvel's Avengers, literally the Avengers movie. Sounds like you never played the Lego Marvel games. I didn't. That's the interesting part. I was looking at older Marvel games that I could check out potentially while we wait for more Avengers content, and wait for Gotham Knights to drop. What's up, Jar Jar? What's up, Bruno? Love the Lego Marvel games, but Lego DC Supervillains game play customization is fire. Oh. Devil is hard to get. Oh, for sure. They put Eivor and Ezio in Brawlhalla. Bro, I have not touched Brawlhalla since it came out. I've been on that Multiversus pack. All I've been playing the last few days is Multiversus. Avengers news, we're waiting for the development blog to drop. According to CD Nick E, we should expect it sometime this week. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Hopefully it's not disappointing for people. I think Thor is going to be free. I doubt it. Either they're going to put it in the marketplace like a month later or something, or they're going to make it a PlayStation, or, well, not as exclusive, but a bundle, like a $5 bundle or something. They're not completely oblivious. Like, they see the comments. They know that people want that skin a lot. They're definitely going to charge for it. It would be insane if they put that in the shipments and just gave it away for free. All right, guys, appreciate you hanging out for this chat. I got another video dropping right now. I had a bit of fun with it. It's not my usual superhero stuff, but it's about AIs destroying the world, so definitely check it out.